Well, AccuWeather.com meteorologist Joe Bastardi. Want to review this very serious situation in Europe for you. I realize we have a lot of European folks that get on the site, and again, it's not my prime mandate to put out forecasts for Europe, but what I try to do is give you a hint, or at least give you some lead time on potentially serious situations. As I've been saying, that the core of this cold moves out of the northwest and on into the southeastern part of Europe here over the next several days. You can see we warm it up here in England and Ireland, and we've got a little bit of a break for the cold. This is late in the day on Saturday, or I should say it is Saturday night with the core of the cold in here. Now, when we get out here to Tuesday night, you see it starting to push back northwest again, and you've got to remember that you see, this looks like it's diminishing out there day 9. Okay, we're all the way out here to the 18th. What happens is, as you get further and further out, the model will factor in uncertainties and the normals. So what is impressive about this is how large the area of cold is, and by the time we get to the latter part of next week and on into Christmas week, this is a severe event. There's no question about it. And if we watch, if we look over here, here's France, here's Germany. You can see that the core of the cold is moving out of Germany for a day or two, and then it's back in there. While in the northwest, it gets out of there for a while. This area right in here never sees any real let up. We get out to day 12, it's still cold. And finally, it's starting to look a little bit less cold here. Now you say, well, wait a minute, that's a heck of a lot less cold than that. Again, folks, with time, you will see that as we get closer and closer, that it'll be colder and colder in here. But it can't stay this cold forever. We are looking at, if I just looked at this and eyeballed this, I would say we're looking at a top 5 or 10 cold December, even if the rest of December was warm in this area of Europe, just given what I'm seeing now, given what's happened and what's going on now. All right? So, and this is very serious because, after all, we've already had some real problems, and the demands on energy, and again, I made a point about just thinking that this was not going to happen again, or that there were other things going on, is certainly not the way to think about things, especially with the great uncertainty that is the majesty of the atmosphere. And I'm hopeful that people are ready. And if I'm overdone a bit on this, so far I haven't been overdone on it, but if I'm overdone a bit on it, I'd rather see that than being underdone. And I feel that we should warn you that things are really going to be nasty over the next 2 weeks and perhaps 3 weeks. That's it for now. Enjoy the weather. It's the only